And welcome back to Forbes Sports Money. The Daytona International Speedway is best known for hosting the most prestigious race in NASCAR, the Daytona 500. And the track was built 56 years ago by NASCAR's founder, Bill France Sr., and it has remained in the France family, first with Bill France Jr., and now with the third generation, Lesa France Kennedy. Lesa's leading the way on a $400 million project called Daytona Rising that's scheduled to be completed in 2016. The project will recreate major portions of the speedway to improve the fan experience and bring the facilities into the forefront of the 21st century. Michael Ozanian traveled to Daytona Beach to speak with NASCAR royalty, Lesa France Kennedy, in our Sports Money profile.
How important is Daytona Rising to NASCAR?
I think it's very, very important, and for a number of reasons. First of all, the Daytona International Speedway is a flagship racetrack. It's our Super Bowl, the Daytona 500. We kick our season off here, and we feel like it needs to be first class, world class. If we can really take the core fan and give them some of the conveniences that they've been looking for, vertical transportation, escalators throughout the facility, making it much easier to get to their top row, the premier seat, and also attracting the new fans. They have a lot of new things that they'd like to see from the facility when it talks to social and digital media, the different outlets that we'll have, technology, and the interactive space is going to play a critical role. More of a chance to socialize. That's what they want. They want to see the race, but we offer that full day experience for them. So we'll be able to really broaden our base and our fan base.
What were the most important renovations you wanted to have completed for this year's Daytona 500?
Well, we're going to continue to operate the event, which is a challenge during construction, but what is really fun is we're going to have a chance to give people a sneak peek. We'll have 44,000 new seats available so that people have a chance to see what that experience is going to be like. So I think it's going to give them a nice little teaser and really make them want to come back to the 2016 500 and see how that rolls out.
What could we be looking at the end of the day when this renovation is completed in terms of an impact on revenue and cash flow?
I think you're going to be looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of $15 to $20 million additional a year in EBITDA that we will be seeing from the facility. That's a pretty conservative look at it, and I go back to any time you're providing additional value to the customers, I feel like it's going to drive the bottom line.
It sounds like really, when you look at real estate and the renovation of the Daytona Speedway, that the economic model has changed somewhat for NASCAR.
It is changing, and television is so important to that economic model, and that's very, very important, but we can't forget driving attendance for the races, for our fans, for our NASCAR events, also for our international events that we have like the Rolex 24. But as you open it up and you're more flexible, I think it attracts other fans.
Your dad was such an iconic figure. Is it possible that you and your brother sort of see this as an extension of everything that he did prior to his passing?
It goes back to my grandfather who founded the sport, and he took a huge chance. It was a huge risk to build the Daytona International Speedway, and it worked. My father was able to take that and really, really extend that into a business model that has worked for everybody and all of the stakeholders. So I think it's incumbent upon Brian and me to continue that and just make sure that we keep it on track for the future and what people really want out of NASCAR and out of our flagship racetrack.